Good day, bad day is a person-centered tool to think about the important aspects in a person's life that helps them have a day where they enjoy themselves, feel good about the activities they're doing and the people that they're with, and avoids doing the things that lead to having a bad day where maybe they're upset or frustrated or have high levels of anxiety. It's a really useful tool to use when people are having more bad days than good days, because it helps sort out the things that are meaningful for them to happen, or where maybe some things need to change or be reduced. It's also a really good tool for people to use if they're moving to a new setting, moving into a different accommodation where they'll be with new people, because it can help people understand what can help people have a good life. So some of the things that help us have a good day can be things that we might not know about for a person. They can be quite simple things like getting their bus on time, or getting the right lunch they want in the canteen, or being able to see a particular friend that they like during the day. And sometimes bad things that happen can be things that are outside of people's control. You know, the bus is late, the canteen runs out of chips, their friend isn't in college on the same day. And those things people might miss about the people they're working with, because they might seem like quite small things that people haven't spoken about before. So asking people about what makes a good day for them or a bad day helps them really consider those things that are meaningful to them. It helps people describe the kind of routines they have that are useful for them as well. And the idea of discussing a good or bad day is to have more good days and less bad days. Sometimes this can be about more complex things. So if people's mental health needs change, or if they're not getting the right support that they really need, it can lead to having discussions about what things need to change. The idea is that you have actions after having a good day and bad day discussion, so that you can support the person to have days where, as much as possible, they can be enjoying their life, finding it fulfilling, and being where they want to be and with people that they want to be with. Leading on from good day, bad day is the perfect week person-centered tool. And this looks at a person's life over perhaps more aspects over the course of a week. It can be used to think about what happens now for people. So what elements of that week are they enjoying and are working well for them? Or where there are gaps, where things aren't happening, where they would like things to happen. It can also be used to think about the future, what's going to make a great week for someone, perhaps when they leave school or college, move into work, move into a new living arrangement. And it's a really powerful tool to use in transition reviews. This is where I've used this tool, where often there are people from a multidisciplinary team who maybe have never met the person before, don't know them. And if that person can be supported to think about their perfect week before the meeting, they can go in really prepared to be able to talk or show what are the things that they want to be doing in their future. It can also really help staff who might be there to advocate for the young person as well, to, you know, say to people, actually, I know the conversation has been that this person's leaving and they're going to go and do some community activities. But actually, what we know is, from what they've been telling us over time, is that they would like to do some work. They would like to do some voluntary work or have some work experience and go on to get a job. And in that way, Perfect Week can be a really aspirational tool, because it can open up discussions about thinking of the possibilities of how to get that perfect week. It's also really important that we listen to what people tell us, the aspects of their week that are important to them, be it going on a shopping trip, some leisure activities, watching a certain program on television. So that can really help people who are maybe leaving home and going to live in supported living or independently, to help other staff know what those people need to happen in their week. It's a great planning tool and you can use it in different ways. You know, think about your own perfect week, and if there were gaps in there and things that you weren't doing, what you would need to do to make that happen. And that's the conversation we have with people. How can we change things? How can we give you a really great week where you're doing the things you want to do with the people you want to be with? And that makes a really great life.